Good morning, class. It's Mrs. Tredo here, and it's morning time where I'm at. So I wanted to give you a little bit of advice and some assistance on how to complete this Flipgrid about Congress. And remember, this is your unit test, and it's a little different than the unit tests we've been doing before. So I wanted to give you some pointers on how to do an excellent job and get an A+. So I'm going to switch my screen to where you see the instructions for this particular assignment. And remember, this is all going to be accessed through Flipgrid, which I'll talk about in a minute. So you are creating a video. Your video has to discuss the two houses that make up Congress. So you have to have knowledge of Congress first and foremost when you begin. You need to mention the requirements to be in Congress. And I'm talking about both houses here. And then you are going to select a member you believe out of the 116th Congress is doing the best job right now. Make sure you are not selecting somebody who is no longer in Congress. I'll give you an example. John McCain. He is no longer living, so you could not select John McCain as your congressperson. So what you're going to do is you're going to discuss which house the member belongs to, when they were elected, how long they've been in Congress, what is his or her political party, are they Democrat or are they Republican? And then you're going to give me some information, the URL for this congressperson's website, their official congressional website, and then give me an address where I can send your congressperson snail mail. And then the next piece, that's really the meat and potatoes of this assignment. You are going to promote your congressperson. Remember, you are selecting the person who's doing the best job up there. So what are they doing? Why are they doing an awesome job? This would be examples of legislation that they have authored. Maybe they've co-authored. It could include bills that haven't been passed yet, but may be proposed. And then in your script, evidence is identical to a video that's already made. So if you come out with the same script and the same pieces of evidence for the same person in Congress, which I find highly unlikely because there are so many folks that you could choose from, I will notify you, and you will have to find different pieces of evidence, and you'll have to go back to the drawing board and re-record your video with other pieces of evidence. I would like you to try and not simply read, but actually speak into the camera as though you maybe work for this congressperson and you're able to explain how great they are to the world. You're sharing to the world. So the way that this is going to be graded, an A test would have all of the above would be covered. So you would not miss any portion of the instructions. Everything would be accurate and complete. And you're going to utilize some sort of a prop. I don't know what that would look like. Maybe you print out their paper and you glue it to a popsicle stick. Perhaps you have pieces of the legislation or some signs that are connected to that legislation that you use. Maybe you simply share any information about that person. Maybe a news article or something, a headline from a newspaper, something that shows that you've really done your research about this person. And you do more than simply just read to the camera. You're interactive and your presentation is engaging. All right. So a B would be all the above, but you don't use any props. You just basically, you do a great job. Your delivery is stellar, but you didn't go that extra mile. And then a C is you've got all the information, all the nuts and bolts are correct, but you simply just read off a script into the camera and you were a little dull. And then a D would be inaccuracies, incomplete, or an incorrect selection. A lot of you have messed up on figuring out who is actually in the U.S. Senate and who's a member of the California Assembly. You're getting those people mixed up. So if you end up doing a California Assembly person, that is not accurate because they're not in Congress. And then an F grade is just you didn't submit the video yet. So let me give you one other little pointer on how you can figure this out. I have a sample person from Congress. Maybe this person would be your pick. I don't know. But I decided let's just go to a website and see what we could find out. So I decided to pick Senator Cory Booker out of New Jersey. So I have his website here.